But I think it'd be nice to talk a little bit just at the beginning, because a lot of people watching this may not know you, but maybe you could tell a little bit about where you're from and what brought you to Nebraska.
So originally, it's obvious from my Russian accent that I'm from Russia.
No.
Yeah. No, people say that it's my scary Russian accent. Yeah, it's better do not me in a dark street. Well, I came from Russia. I was born in Siberia, in Krasnoyarsk. It's right in front of Nebraska if you go through the globe, like
Okay.
12 hours difference. But my parents moved to Moscow when I was very little, so I used to live in Moscow all my life, and I have got my degree at Moscow University, Moscow Conservatory, no university. Moscow Conservatory, and also I did my analog equivalent of DMA there in chamber
Yeah.
music.
Mhm.
I played for 10 years in a classical trio. We traveled around the world, won competitions, and also I played solo recitals in like all around the world, in Europe and in United States, not in Asia. And at one point I came to Omaha.
Mhm.
The first time it was 2006 probably.
Yeah.
Some people heard me in Moscow on some special event, and they came to me and said, "Would you like to come to play the tour in the United States?" So why not? Tour in the United States sounds very good for me. I'm in. I'm definitely in. So, and this was the first time when I came to United States as a soloist, because before I was here many times as a part of American Russian Youth Orchestra
Yeah.
and chamber group. And at one point, when I decided that I want to move out from Russia, I would like to change the country, I started to look for opportunities, and it was in 2015, and I came back here to Omaha again to play some concert, and I was invited for the interview at the University of Nebraska in Omaha. So, and after this interview, a little bit later, I was invited as a visitor professor here. So in 2016, I moved with my two kids to Omaha to work for university.
That is so great. Omaha is so lucky to have you.
I love Omaha very much.
Yeah.
I was a little bit concerned, will I be able to adjust to a lifestyle after living in 12 million population city? How I will feel here in Omaha. Oh, I adjusted in 2 days. Like I felt,
Really?
no traffic anymore. Nice. No crowd. Amazing. So I do not have to spend any time on road trips. Everything is so close, and it's absolutely another quality and level of life for me.
And what is the musical life been like for you? And what have you discovered in Nebraska that you didn't expect?
Of course, first it was kind of little bit shock for me, because when you live in a capital of like art, like New York, Moscow, they're the same. You can almost every day you can see the greatest artists, greatest performers. But also for me, as for performer, if you say about the environment, what I have, especially 2000 year of 2019 was extremely interesting and very inspiring, and I found myself in so many roles, new roles, as a musician, as a music director, as a composer, arranger, so many different, which I probably it would be harder to do in Moscow because competition is bigger. And here, if I'm a professional who can do almost everything, and some particular hard goal exists in like in some show or something, I know that I will be invited. And this is, for me, it's nice. It's better to be queen in a small place than to be small person in a big place, you know?
Well, tell me more about this different sides of your musical personality that have been able to really flourish now in Nebraska.
I found out that my borders, I want to expand them a little bit. I want to play something else.
You said this was in 2014.
Yes, I believe it was 2000. I all the time, not all the time. I love to go to clubs, and when I was young, I was such a good botanic girl that I almost didn't do that. So when I became older, I started little by little go there, and that's why my kind of, people usually go to clubs when they're 16, 17, 18. I started to do this like when I was maybe 20, 21, so later. And my approach to club music was a little bit different because I found myself all the time listening, how they did this music, how I can implement violin probably here. So it wasn't just going down, it was my like professional all the time, brains worked. So at one point I said, why do not try to combine violin with DJing? So I went to DJing school in Moscow.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Later I understood that I just wasted my money, but okay, I needed it's so simple, it's so easy that you don't really didn't, but it was environment there, what is good. Yes, people who came, they wanted to be DJs, wonderful, they wanted to produce music. So, and I started to improvise over DJing sets with violins. So live, I just did some improvisations. And I still invited as a DJ on different events, parties with violin. And this little bit refreshing. It's not just music, but something, she also can play violin. Some people think that they are DJs, but they are really not. They just finish one track and like, and that's it. I'm DJ. No, it's good DJ when you do not feel when one song switch to another, and you really cannot. When it's another song right now? How this could happen? So this is the like level of DJing when it's so natural that all this set, like in 1 hour, 2 hours, that sounds like one very naturally growing and raising concert.
Like an outsider in this musical scene where you are now, or do you feel really at home in living and performing in Nebraska? And has your feelings about that changed since you've been there? You've been there 5 years now, right? 6, 4.
Now it's the fifth year right now. Very good question, Erik. Because I think that somehow I still feel as outsider because I'm not very often invited to be involved in chamber music or something.
Really?
Yes. But at the same time, I know if people need someone with like high level of expertise, I will be there. So am I outsider? I don't think so, because I kind of found my own niche, what just I can do, and I'm happy to be and to feel this particular niche for myself. And Lincoln Crossroads Festival, it was like fresh air for me. Nebraska is lucky to have you